Alright, if you guys were with me on the last video, we talked about some of the nuance and the differences that you would see using a structural template, and how your view discipline is going to change certain things. So before, when we were looking at this, I said, hey, take a look at these walls. If these walls don't have the structural checked, you won't see them. But that was if your view discipline was set to architectural, right? So an architectural view will show structural walls and it will show non-structural walls. The structural one, let's just take this guy's structural parameter off, and if we go to our framing plans view discipline and change that to structural, we should see a missing wall. Okay, so that's an important thing to consider when you're setting up your view templates. But the other one, let me just undo that. We'll bring back the coordination. The other one to consider is this show hidden lines by discipline. So I'll apply that, and I'm going to set this back to being structure. I want my framing plane to actually go with the structural view discipline, so we can actually take a look at what we're going to see. Now I'm looking up from here, and so what's important to me is finding out if this beam here, what it's supporting above that. So let's just go take a look here. So if I go to the 3D view and we locate those beams, there are actually no walls supported. But I think from taking a look at this, here is a situation where this beam is actually supporting what's going on above it. So if I'm not mistaken, if I go to my 4th floor framing plan and we locate this beam, we should see some hidden lines around this in that L shape. So let's go take a look at that. There's my beam that we were talking about, and there's the crank column but no walls above. So let's investigate that. We're seeing discipline, structure, show hidden lines by discipline. I want to just go down to my visibility graphics for structural framing, making sure to see that that's on, but walls as well. And the hidden lines is actually off in this view template, which is not what I want. I want to be able to see that. So now you can see the walls that are showing above. That tells me what's being loaded at that point, so I can see that down here as well. So the same thing would apply for any of these now, because we've made those changes. Now if we go to the foundation plan, and I'm taking a look here, I don't have any foundation really per se in this. I just have these foundation walls. Let's take a look at this ground floor slab edge, because this one here is looking down and its associated level is actually saying ground floor. There's an underlay on here, which I don't want. Okay, so am I seeing anything below this slab? Well, I think we don't have view templates on that, so that's always what I'm going to be considering when I have a visibility question. Visibility conundrum, okay. Do I have a view template? No. Okay, well then let's apply the view template that we want to use, right, which is foundation plan. While I'm in here, I'll take a look. Okay, hidden lines, show hidden by discipline. Let's come back over here to walls. This one is on, so when I do this, I should see some lines here indicating that these are obscured. Okay, so there's the slab, and there is the wall underneath showing a step in that foundation. Why did all of the walls turn pink, you say? This is just something that I do with view filters in order to find out whether something is actually ready to go or not. And this one isn't. This is just saying show me the foreground. The pattern override is pink, and it's saying that there's an LOD on this, so it looks like maybe this is a little bit different view filter. So this one is looking for an LOD parameter that does not equal 300. That means that all of these walls need to be investigated, if we select all instances and go find that LOD parameter, which I think is actually in here, if we change that to 300, we should see those turn back. These guys the same thing. It's because it's looking for something that belongs to these categories, right? So if I'm happy with that, we've just provided a bit of QC. So some of these other ones are still pink. I'm not really focusing on that. But what I did want you to see was what happens when elements are below and they're actually showing you this hidden line here. So that's that subcategory showing up. The other thing, while we're in this video, let's just take a look. There's some stuff that I've changed here. In the previous video, if we went to one of these, you would have seen something that said top of foundation, which you still see, but it was just showing things a little bit differently here. This was saying lift pit. I changed that to be top of footing because we still need footings in here. This is the top of foundation, which we'll leave as is, but these I've changed from being first floor to second floor because, well, I'm not sure. This is something that I guess another debate, and this is always a second floor to me. The first floor that's above grade is the second floor. And I think a European standard sometimes is to have the first floor that is framed be this first floor off of grade. I don't know if that's called ground floor. I'm not really sure how things are done in Europe, but we always call that the second floor. So I just changed that and then modified this to say penthouse. And what this does is it just eliminates some of these levels for me. I don't really need to be managing and modifying as many of these. So sometimes less is more. In the next video, we're going to take a little bit of a look at foundation, so stay tuned for that, and thanks for watching. Bye now.